What's good, primos? Welcome to another episode of Kick Live Familia with your favorite primo, Coach Fernz. And today we got one of my favorite primos in the building, my brother Ash. How you doing, man?
I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm good, man. I'm blessed to be here, man. Let the familiar know where you're from and how you feel about sneaker culture, where you currently are.
Definitely. Born and raised in Brooklyn my entire life. I did a few years in Queens, about 7 years. When I was old enough, I moved
Sorry
back
to
to
hear
Brooklyn.
that.
Yo, man. But honestly, we'll hopefully get into it. But Queens did have an impact on my sneaker culture. I'll be
Mm,
honest. That's where it started.
cool. Okay.
I went to
Okay.
I went to August Martin High School. The culture out there was serious when I started
Mm.
working. My first check at McDonald's, a whole $120 went to the gray and white 12s. I'll never
Man,
forget that. My whole check, my whole first check, my trade to Jordans, and that was it from there.
12s are special for sure.
Yes.
For sure. Um, okay. So, when we talk collections here, there's four tiers, right? You got tier one, that's the primos that's just getting started, the 1 to 20,
Right.
right? Then you got the primos that's been building their collections, that's the 20 to 50 pair,
Right.
right? Then you have the primos that been in the game for a bit, that's like the 50 to 100. And then you have the people that's like, don't ask. That's like 100 plus. Which one you fall in?
It's crazy how you put it in tiers. I didn't expect to be where I'm going to say I am. I am in a don't ask, don't ask, don't ask.
Oh, man.
You'll just see. I'll pull up, just look down. Oh, shoot, he got those? He got
Oh,
those? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
it's so crazy, man, because we all started in the just getting started. And then
Right.
after a while, it's like, you just cop a couple pair that you like. And then before you know it, you got three flavors of the same
Yeah.
style. And then before you know it, man, you got 100, you got your whole closet full. Now
Right.
you asking your lady, like, yo, you got space in your closet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's true. It's
uh,
true.
I was telling one of the bros, I'm like, yo, I had to move all my clothes out my clothes closet because I just needed space for my sneakers, bro. It just,
You had to fold the clothes a little bit, one tied up, put them in a drawer,
yo, I
make
put
it
them.
work.
I bought storage bins, bro. I bought storage bins, and they all in the living room. I'm like, I don't really care about what happens to my clothes as much, but the sneakers, bro, that's
Yeah.
different. It's a different feeling, man. But you in 100 plus though, right?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. So what was the sneaker that got you into collecting sneakers? And when you got those sneakers, it's like I'm officially a sneakerhead.
That's a great question. I can't necessarily say it's one particular sneaker that got
Hmm.
me into the game. It's just the fact that that was the culture. Growing
Right.
up
Okay.
in school, you already see every no, new school year, kids come with new Jordan, new
Mhm.
Nikes. Unfortunately, my family, we didn't have money, so I might have the same sneaker from last year. There's not holes in them.
Yeah.
But as I mentioned before, when I started working and I started earning my own money, I
Hmm.
was a bit in more control. So my first pair were the gray and white 12s. And as you mentioned, it just catapults from there where it's like, all right, what's coming out next? What's coming out next? And when you have the ability to purchase these sneakers and it's like, wow, I have the power to get these items and you do your research,
Hmm.
it just becomes almost an addiction, but it's like
Yeah.
a collection addiction. Like I got to get the next one. I got to make sure I'm still intact and in tune with the what's going on. So
Yeah.
that's pretty much it for me. Yeah,
Yeah. Do you feel like we have an addiction, man, or is it just we have what they call an affinity or something for it?
and that's a great question too, right? 'Cause that's where controversy kind of comes into play.
Hmm.
People say, "Oh, you're addicted to buying sneakers." It's not even that. It's a passion. It's a love. Like
Hmm.
people have stories behind these sneakers. I have countless stories
Yeah.
before apps, before bots. You have to go in person. You have to wait in line. You have to camp. Most of my sneakers, my first half of my collection, they all have stories. Would I have the newer stuff? Oh, just go online, 1, 2, 3, easy, ship to my
Hmm.
crib. But these have stories, so it's like the chase, the grail, the importance, the value of these sneakers, like
Hmm.
the sought after ones that people can't get that you got. Yo, how
Hmm.
you got those? Who do you know?
Yeah.
And especially when you don't have connection to anyone and you
Yeah.
get this off the strength of your own, like you did the ground research, you hit the ground running, you hit up all these stores. That's powerful. That means a lot to me. So it's a sense of pride. Like I wear these sneakers and I feel like, yes, they're fashionable. Yes, they
Hmm.
got some value, but more is like, yo, when people know, wait, they only came with 10 of those. How you got that?
Yeah.
I said,
Yeah.
don't ask. Just
Yeah.
know I'm that
God's
guy.
plan.
God's plan. No, I'm that guy. I did my work. I did my research. I saved my money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Like, yo, it's just a different type of feeling. For you, which sneaker do you think has the greatest story for you?
That's a great one. Okay, greatest story for me. It has to be now. These are not sneakers that I think people will find as grails,
Hmm.
but it's just a circumstance in which I got the sneakers. Right?
Yeah. Hmm.
There was two. These are the foam posits gone fishing, which I haven't even worn yet.
Hmm.
That's who know what year that came out. And then they're also the KD, the KD.
Hmm. Oh, which one? The original
I
joint, the
think
white
it's
ones?
no. These are I think the sevens.
Okay.
KD 7. The shot over the foot.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Like the on pearls with that same silhouette.
Oh, ooh,
I haven't worn those either, but I
bro.
came for the KDs and we had the camp. And
Uh,
this I'm gonna camp at 34th Street, Foot Locker. So, the line was crazy. But my philosophy is if there's a camp for more than one pair of sneakers, yeah, chances are you're gonna get at least one because everyone may not like both.
right.
So my mindset was mainly the KDs. So I
Hmm.
said, okay, I'm gonna get those. And I had bread for the gone fishing. But
Hmm.
camping is not always the best option. You have to
Right.
spend the overnight. People get crazy. There's violence. There's all this other stuff. People skipping. I'm not one. I'm a small dude. I'm not gonna fight nobody for sneakers, but
Hmm.
I want respect as well. So
Yeah.
fortunately, we made it through the line. I was able to cop both pairs
Hmm.
with peace and quiet, no issues. And it was just great just to be able to do that. And I think that was my first time camping as well. So I had my
Hmm.
boy with me, Will, and we just chatted it out, made friends on the line. It was cool vibes. And that's back in the
Yeah.
days. It wasn't nothing
Hmm.
crazy. So that was a cool vibe. And I like that. I still have those sneakers. I haven't worn either of them yet. But just to have it. Just to have it and say, look, I got these. Here's my story behind it.
Hey, bro, if the sneakers are taking up too much space in your house and you need to pass them along, that, just follow God. I can hear him now talking to you, bro. I mean, I didn't say me, brother, but I mean, if God is
Is that the
speaking directly
spirit?
to you about me,
Right.
I know I adhere to the prophecy, brother, because them KD, what the KDs? Oh man, those are
Oh,
special. Those are special,
that's why I
bro.
haven't worn them. Yes.
Yeah. Oh man, those are special. Did your boy get the sneaker too?
He got what he wanted as well, yeah.
Okay, I'm about to
Yeah.
say because y'all be online together and only one of y'all get them, that could break up a
This,
friendship.
yeah, yeah. What size are you? 10, 10 and a half. Yo, you have to negotiate with people. Yo, let me get that. Come on,
Yeah,
you getting 10 pairs. Let me get that. Come on.
yeah,
That's true.
yeah. I mean, so I know sneakers are a large part of why you're here. But do you have any other dope things going on in your life that you want to share with the family? I know fatherhood is a big thing for you. I know you cycle and stuff like that. So what's some of the things going on in your life that are super important right now?
That's a great question, man. As you mentioned, first and foremost, fatherhood. My daughter just turned 3, and
Wow.
recently she turned 3
Hmm.
recently, and it's a huge blessing to be a father. Like
Hmm.
it's not for anyone can father a child, but to be a father to really raise a child is different.
Hmm.
Intentionality is like top of my list when it comes to that. Like I want to be intentional in everything with my daughter, as far as the way I communicate with her, the way we play, the way we interact, the way I discipline her relationship with God, building that, teaching her that. Very
Hmm.
intentional. How she speaks, how she carries herself. Even though you're a child and I want you to enjoy life and have fun,
Hmm.
but I still gotta manage you a certain way. That way when you grow up, you are moving a certain way as well.
Right.
So that's the biggest thing. And so far, by God's grace, I think I'm doing a great job. Cycling has been a great thing as well. I've always been into bikes since little.
Hmm.
Um, I got back into cycling officially in 2020, but when my daughter was born in 2022, I quit cycling for 2 years to
Okay.
focus once again on her.
Hmm.
Yes, I could have done both, but I'd rather just give her my full focus and then return to cycling. And I returned to cycling a little bit last year. Um, and got more and more consistent. So I see that all the strength that I've lost, or my fitness that I lost, I regained it.
Hmm.
But cycling is such a piece. It's when I'm stressed, when I'm just want to be outside, when I want to get close to God and just, get my space from the ladies.
Hmm.
I cycle. I go to Queens. I go to Manhattan. I go to the Bronx. I've just been in Jersey recently. I'm gonna be in Jersey again this weekend,
Hmm.
just to ride, get these miles in. And the plus with that is, as challenging as cycling is and dangerous as it is, it's also a builder of strength. You see how much you see the body that God created. You see how strong it really is, how resilient it is.
Mhm.
And through cycling, like last week, I did 75 miles. People are like 75 miles
What?
on a bike? Yeah,
One day? In one day?
one day, in one day. It took me like
Golly.
not crazy. But even saying that makes me feel good because you feel
Mhm,
the pain, but that's just strength building up within you. And that you correlate that with the gospel. Like
mhm.
we gotta have these challenges in life. You gotta face these roadblocks. It's natural. It's gonna happen. But
Yeah.
are you gonna crumble and submit to it, or are you gonna fight? What you gonna do? And aside from that, finally, just being back in the kingdom, being back in the house, being
Mhm,
back in church. Prior to being joining Purpose Life Church, our home church, I've been removed from church for 7 years for
mhm,
different reasons. And God pulled a Jonah on me, and he put me in a whale and brought me back to church. He stripped
mhm,
me of everything, my job, my car, money, everything that would keep me away from him. He took me back. He took that from me and took me back to him.
mhm.
And I've never been happier. I've never been happier. I've never been happier. I'm giving all my time to God, all my glory, all my honor, praise to him for what he's done for me, even during this wilderness season that I've been unemployed for 2 years. As of yesterday or recently,
Mhm.
um, I've still been able to survive. I'm still giving my offering. I'm
Yeah.
still in the church serving. I'm still alive. I'm well. I give God glory. So those are my top three things right now.
Mhm.
And even this opportunity here, I'm blessed. I'm honored to be on the
Hey, man,
podcast.
I'm
So
honored,
thank you,
brother.
thank you,
The honor's all mine, man.
thank you, brother. Thank you.
Um, so how was the shift into becoming a father? You know, how was that mindset shift? Because you said you're not working, and one thing I know is that children need formula all the time.
All
So,
the
you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mean no
time.
harm, but there's certain things you can't get away from, and that's food every
Right.
day for them.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
how's the mindset shift in going from, being not necessarily all about you, but being the primary focus on you to being the primary focus now on bringing somebody up. You're not only feeding and clothing them, but making sure they're speaking properly and getting to school on time and doing that stuff every day because there's no days off
Right.
when it comes to being a
Right.
present father. And I always see a lot of depictions online of how fatherhood is, and I'm like,
Yeah.
it may have those moments, but
Right.
a lot of your days is making decisions for another human being,
Yes.
right? So how has that transition been for you?
To be honest, you said it perfectly the first time.
Mhm,
It is taking the spotlight off of yourself
mhm,
and putting it on someone else.
yeah,
And I'll be very honest with you. Look, I'm not married, right?
mhm,
So we had a child out of wedlock. However, the intentionality is will always be there, no matter
mhm,
what. I'm still a man of God. We all fall short of God's glory. But that transition was very seamless.
mhm,
Because for me, I've always in my mind always prep myself for certain things, prep myself for
right,
marriage, prep myself for whatever life brings my way. And even though a child was not necessarily in the plan, but I still had my mind prepared.
right,
So when my girlfriend said she was pregnant, it was almost an instant switch. I already knew what things to kind of get away from. For example, cycling, the car community, things that were for me
mhm,
that occupy a lot of time, that take up a lot of time, a lot of money. I already said, all right, I'm gonna put you on pause for now. I'll return
mhm,
to y'all later. Let's focus on bringing my daughter up. Let's
right,
work on certain things. So the switch was very immediate, and for me personally, it wasn't necessarily challenging. It is now, but like you said, the focus is on my daughter, right?
mhm,
And now we're looking at medical things, food things, sleep things, whatever the
yeah,
case may be.
mhm,
When we go to church, instead of me waking up an hour and a half earlier, we have to wake up now, well, at least me, 3 hours early.
yeah,
I got to shower. My girlfriend got to shower, get the baby ready, drive, you know what I'm saying? So all those things I took into account
yeah,
and apply it to my life daily, and just always keeping like a schedule, like
mhm,
being consistent as well. Even when you're raising her, she's watching you. Oh, are you being
right,
lazy with certain things? Okay, if mommy and daddy's being lazy, I could be lazy too. No, 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 we're not doing that. We're
right.
all gonna be on time, on point. So it was an instant shift, instant transition. Yes, there were roadblocks here and there, but you mitigate those things, you get over them, and then you just move forward.
Yeah, bro. It's a lot of micro shifts that happen in your life really quickly, and you're either gonna do them or you're not.
Right.
And it's like, you know, it's just a minor thing. Like you actually wake up at 7, now I gotta wake up at 5:45. And
Right.
it seems simple until you realize that, oh snap, that extra hour and 15 minutes of sleep is gone. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, my son needs a little bit extra help. So we have, you know, tutors and stuff come in to help him. And sometimes it's like, you know, oh man, you know, it's cuts into my day, this, that, and the third.
Right.
And it's like, okay, but what would you be doing if you weren't doing this?
Okay. And
Nothing.
I'll add too, and I'll add too, aside from my daughter, my
Hmm.
girlfriend too. We gotta help her too, because remember the child is veering mainly on her.
Hmm.
Breastfeeding, all that nurturing stuff,
Yeah.
it always comes from the mother first. So I had to facilitate certain things like, okay, babe, you could chill. I'll wash the dishes. You could chill. I'll
Yeah.
do the grocery shopping. I'll take out the garbage. I'll do whatever, you know what I'm saying? Cooking, I need some help there, you know what I'm saying? But
Hey,
I'll
bro.
try something, I'll order something,
Not
you
I.
know?
That's it. That's as far as it goes. I'll swipe the card.
I swipe the card, I use the money,
Yeah.
but it also keeps in mind, your partner.
Hmm.
How's her mental health? How's her physical health?
Yeah.
How can I assist her? Yeah, when I lost my job, my daughter had just turned 1. Yeah, she had just turned 1. So prior to that, when I'm coming home from work, I may be tired. I may be fatigued, stressed. Doesn't matter. Babe, what you need? I
Hmm.
text her in advance. You need something from outside? Let me know. I'll get it before I come in. When I
Yeah.
come home, what you need? You want water? Relax. I got you. We'll show you when to watch. That way, everyone in the house is at peace. And yes, maybe the brunt of the work is on me, but it's really not. It's really not. This is your
Yeah.
duty, not just as a man, as a person. Balance,
Hmm.
balance. Because if I'm sick and I can't do anything, I hope that my girl could, step up and support in certain ways too. Which she
Hmm.
does.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
And how do you balance that though, bro? Because you know this is what I hear a lot, and it makes me laugh every time I hear it. It's like, yo, as yo brothers, men, you know, my black men, you got to put yourself first. You know what I'm saying? It's then the third,
Yeah.
or you got to prioritize yourself and all other stuff. And I just always say, let me ask you a question. Fire breaks out in the building. What would I look like being the first one running out? Wife is
Yo,
back there with the kids. You know what
right,
I'm saying? Like, what does that
right,
look like? We don't have the opportunity to put ourselves first if you're active. You know
right,
what I mean?
right,
Um,
right,
you may prioritize yourself internally, but you
right.
better not run out that door without your wife and your kids.
That's a fact.
so
That's a
so
fact.
so how do you balance like prioritizing you as well as prioritizing them? Because for what I know, I got to make sure that they all good before I can even
Yeah,
calm down enough to find out if I'm good. You know what I'm
right.
saying? So when you hear that type of stuff in the community, although the intentions are right, how do you um combat that, or is that bothersome to hear, or like what goes through your mind when you hear stuff like that?
Yeah, that's a fair question, right? And I think you look at it in two ways.
Hmm.
I'll give my response first.
Hmm.
I'm more of a selfless person.
Hmm.
So oftentimes, and that's also a deficit to me too. I'm a
Hmm.
selfless person who I put everyone else before me first. I think in this family setting, when you have your girlfriend or wife and your child or children, you as the man, like you put yourself in a scale. What are you capable of doing? Let's say physically that they can't do.
Hmm.
All right, if I'm able to lift 100 pounds, they can only lift 10, 20. I'll do the heavy lifting. It's
Hmm.
easier. It makes sense.
Yeah.
So safety wise, and I always try to even educate my girlfriend on that too. Like when it comes to safety, because I'm big on safety. When we go anywhere, I'm
Hmm.
I'm crazy about it. I'm like, yo, watch her, watch this person. We going to this part because there's only one exit, one entrance, not two, whatever,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I try to um where my girl is strong, I let her take that if she wants to take it. When she's weak, I come in.
Hmm.
But I don't put myself first. I put them first because I know that they are, in a sense, weaker in some aspect than
Yeah.
I am. And I have to protect them. I'm capable. I can read the streets. I can see down the block what that means. Babe, cross the street and go to the store and wait for me.
Yeah.
Because down the block there's something crazy going on that you don't understand. Now, prioritizing yourself first, I can understand when people say that because it's like how they say, like, how can you help others if you're not helping yourself, right?
Hmm.
Or remove the thing out of your eye before you talk about someone else.
Yeah. Hmm.
And some of you guys can understand that, but I guess
Hmm.
it's a case by case scenario where what's the context or what's the situation where you would want to prioritize yourself first and it makes sense as a man.
Yeah.
That's case by case. But
Yeah.
overall, for me, I feel like Oh, so we balance that by like now that my daughter's older, because when she was younger, that was a
Hmm.
sacrifice time. Sacrifice. I
Absolutely.
didn't care. Sacrifice time.
Hmm.
She's young. My girlfriend's still vulnerable in a sense. You have to sacrifice a bit. But now that she's older, we
Hmm.
have our routine, we have our things in place, we have a calendar system, right? So
Hmm.
my girlfriend, she has an event space that I'm in now, and she has a lot of events, a lot of tours. Me, although I'm not working, there might be time for interviews, might be time like right now for this podcast,
Hmm.
might be time for me cycling, whatever. We use our calendar. And the rule is put your event up immediately because whatever's there first has priority. That's period.
Yeah.
Period. Or for her, because she's earning money, that's priority regardless.
Hmm.
So once again, I'm selfless. It makes sense. She's earning money. I'm not going to take money out of her pocket.
Hmm.
So if you have an event, but I have a cycling event at the same time, I'm not going to cycle. Go do the event. I'll watch
Yeah.
the baby. And it's communication as well.
Yeah.
Communication.
Yeah. It's a lot of consideration, communication, and comprehension. Right, because like you said, no, I put my cycling event up there. She's like, yeah, but they're paying $4,500 to use the space. Yeah, but I wrote my stuff down. That's the rule, ain't it?
Yeah.
And they'd be like, all right, bro, you just call
Yeah.
me. Let me sort that out for you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
Yeah.
you can miss that day, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like so.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
no, 1,000%, man. I mean, I could talk fatherhood all day, man. So let me go to something else, man, because you know what I'm saying. I
I
could
got
stay
you.
there all day. So let's go back a little bit, right? We talking freshman year of high school, right? You have the opportunity to go to school shopping and get sneakers with an unlimited budget. What's the two
Ooh.
sneakers you copping for your first day of school?
That's a good question. So high school. So are we doing high school in general or high school in my time for real? In
Use your
general.
imagination, bro. Whichever one.
All right. So if it's for me, I would say I would cop the Red 11s
Okay.
because believe it or not, I don't even have that pair.
Me
Not
neither. Me
any of
neither.
them. It's terrible. Very bad. Red 11s and I need something basic too. You need something basic but powerful. Probably a pair of Yeezys. And I say that
Mm,
only because of the comfort.
okay.
Comfort is insane. So I don't want a sneaker that I want to say I could walk in without worrying about creases.
Hmm.
Yeezys are cloth shoes. You could just walk however you want. But the Bread 11s, that's my grill. That's like my special days at school. I'm
Hmm.
out with those. But the
Nice.
Yeezys is more like a daily basis. Yeah.
Now, when you say Yeezy, is a long list of Yeezys. Which one you going with? The
Right.
Boost?
Yeah, the boost. This
Okay.
is yeah, the boost.
I
Yeezy
don't be
boost.
knowing numbers, so it don't matter to me.
Yeah.
I don't be trying to study stuff, bro. I could just Google stuff.
Right.
I don't got the
Yeah.
time to remember all these numbers and the
Not
style
yeah.
models.
Right.
Whatever's in front of me. You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool.
Right.
So you going Yeezys and Breads,
Yes.
Bread
Yes.
11s. Okay, cool. So in your opinion, what's the most iconic sneaker silhouette? Jordan 1s, Chuck Taylors, Air Force 1s, or Adidas Shell Toes?
Dang. But you talking to a wide range, yo. That's a hard
I
question,
know.
yo. But no, in the history, because to me, off the top, I'm already going the ones and the shell
Okay.
toes. And I say that because the shell toes history in hip hop is
Hmm.
insane. Like we going back, we going back, we going back. But the ones as well, we going back to what, 85?
Hmm.
If I'm not mistaken, they came out 85. So and then even the ones, how iconic they were and how what they became, such a
Hmm.
staple. Okay, I'm gonna go ones. I'm gonna go one.
Okay.
I'm gonna
So
tell
you
you why.
picking the ones over Chuck Taylors and Air Force 1s.
Yes.
Iconic silhouette. Okay, cool, cool,
Silhouette, yeah.
cool. Was that a tough decision or was it?
It was tough because they all got. I've heard my New Yorkers, but not even saying the Air Force Ones. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Chuck Taylors. I don't know about that too much. But that's a very tough question because all those shoes have a significant stamp in history. But I got to go with the ones because of how they transformed from defiance into what they are today.
yeah.
Like I got a
That's
pair of ones on right now. Like I got a
a
pair of
good
ones on.
point.
Let me show you.
Yeah,
I'll show you
for
right now.
sure. Listen.
You know what I'm saying? Top three.
Ooh, ooh,
A little dirty though, but matching. You know what
you
I'm
got them. So it don't matter.
saying?
once you
Right.
once you got them, you know what I'm saying. You can do what you want after that.
Exactly, right.
Okay, cool. So what's your favorite sneaker brand of all time?
Nike.
Nike.
Nike slash Jordan, if that yeah, Nike slash Jordan.
Okay, nice. All right. So which sneaker brand was more influential in sneaker culture, Nike or Adidas?
Oh man. I want to say Nike because I want, from my point
Hmm.
of view, my
Yeah,
perspective, my
yeah.
timeline, Adidas was also a power company,
Hmm.
as well as Nike. Obviously, they've been battling for years.
Hmm.
But I want to say Adidas got more hot when Kanye kind of was on board with them. When
Hmm.
Kanye had his collaboration with them, he kind of put them a little bit more on the map, especially when you're taking them to a certain demographic, a certain
Hmm.
genre of interest.
Yeah.
You're hitting a lot of people, and that's how Adidas came about with more popularity and stuff like that now. But I want to say Nike because from back in the day, that's all he was talking about: Nike, 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 Nike. Even my parents
Hmm.
of Haitian descent, when they came to America, what were they buying us? Nikes. So if they know what it is, then I guess
Yeah.
everyone knows.
Now, being that you had a stint in Queens, was Adidas ever that sneaker out there? Because I know Run DMC, when they had the shell toes, that was a moment. So did you ever see like a bunch of Adidas out there?
Never,
Never.
never. Straight Jordan, straight Nikes. I've never seen a pair of Adidas in my 7 years of Queens. Never, never. That's crazy, right? That's
It
crazy.
is. It is because I ain't gonna lie. Um, I'm in Queens now, and God bless my heart, But I'm in Queens now, and shout out to Queens because Queens is dope, but it ain't nothing like Brooklyn.
Right.
Um, but yeah, I can't say that. Well, you know what? Let me not say that because the Sambas are making a big splash these days. The
Yeah.
Sambas are really doing a lot. And I'm seeing a lot more of Adidas because I think they're retroing a lot of the stuff that they used to have and creating
Yeah.
new ways to do that one. But I don't think that none of them are making a bigger splash than Nike,
Right.
you know.
Right.
Um, so yeah, got you. All right, so which brand do you think is making a bigger splash in sneakerhead culture, New Balance or Saucony's?
I say New Balance. New Balance just came out the. First of all, y'all increased your price to like $300.
Yeah,
That's how you know y'all doing something because now
yeah,
you want to raise the price. New Balances was never, barely ever an option, never a choice. You see
yeah,
them very rarely in gray pairs with a big N.
yeah,
Now all the
yeah.
kids are wearing New Balance.
It was that one pair of New Balance that reminded you of what your dad wore when he go out
Yes.
running. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But now that's regular. So
nah,
Saucony had a few hits, I won't lie. And I think I had a pair of those when I was younger too. Not my choice. My parents just chose
yeah,
a
of
sneaker that
course,
price wise, what I'm
yeah, of
saying,
course.
was
So not
doing that.
home.
Yeah,
Nah.
but New Balance definitely for sure. They running away with it right now.
Okay. All right. Cool. So these are about sneaker collabs, right?
Okay.
If you had to choose, Pharrell or Virgil.
Virgil.
Okay.
I like Virgil, yeah.
These are both sneakers in their prime,
Okay.
right? Pennies or Jordans.
Jordans. Sorry.
Ooh,
Sorry, not
ooh,
sorry. Yeah, sorry,
ooh.
not sorry.
Hey, it is what it is, man.
I know people be mad at me.
Well, no, I mean, Penny had a moment,
Yes.
but Jordan had a few decades.
And still going. And still going. What number should we on now? I don't know.
I don't even know the
20
numbers anymore.
something?
You can't even retro. They can't even
Right.
retro some of the sneakers because it's like he's on probably like 35 or
It's
34,
crazy. Right.
but he's still going. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, um, nah, you win all that because Penny had about two or three bangers
Yeah.
that we really really liked, and that was it. But Jordan had about 100.
Yeah. Yeah. Thousands. Like it's still
Yeah,
going.
yeah. I mean, the Penny splash was big with the little Penny from
Yeah,
the little
yeah. I
Penny
go
joint.
commercials.
But once he hurt himself and he went to the next, it was a wrap. You know.
Yeah, that's it.
Or Phoenix or wherever he went, it was over. Once he left Orlando, it was over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, Bo Jackson's or Harachis.
Bo Jackson's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Diamond Turfs or Griffey's.
Griffey's.
Okay. Okay. Which Griffey stands out the most to you?
So I don't know. It's like the black with the what color is that? Is that turquoise?
I know
Is
exactly
that
what you're talking about.
turquoise? That
Turquoise
one,
with
yeah.
with the check.
Little white. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
That's the
yeah.
one I always remember. That's one I always see. I think they retro that one as well. Yeah, that one is fire.
Okay. Okay. Uh, Yeezys or Jordans.
Jordans.
Okay. I know. I kind of felt like that.
I know.
A, AJ ones or Dunks.
AJ ones.
Okay. Max Air Max 1 or Air Max 95s?
95s. 95s. Yeah.
White Uptowns or Jordan 1s?
Jordan ones.
Okay. Your favorite Air Jordan 1 colorway.
Good question. Good question. Let's see, cause I have a lot.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's gonna be rough.
It's tough. It's gonna be rough. Like the top three that I love because I like shoes that kind of really stand out, like
Hmm.
that when people look at them, like, what is that? And cause remember, if I, let me show you real quick.
Hmm.
For those who don't know, so top three has three colors, right? Red,
Hmm.
blue. You can see the sides.
Hmm.
Sorry, one was fading out, and then this side. So it's three colors. I like that, right? Um, that's why this will be one of my top choices. But if I think out of my collection, ooh, that's a good question, yo.
Listen, they could always change tomorrow because one day we'll be like this sneaker. Then you get home and you be like, oh, I forgot I
Yeah, I
had
forgot I got
this.
those.
Oh man.
I'll keep it simple though, and I'll keep it iconic. Like I'll probably gonna say the breads, and I'll say that because of how like once again how it started and what
Hmm.
it led to. So that's
Okay.
definitely an iconic colorway.
Bread, which one? Bread ones?
Bread ones, yes.
Okay. That's just your favorite sneaker. Okay. So do you have a favorite sneaker collab of all time?
I love in general the Virgil and Nike collab.
Okay.
He did the whole pack, whole set. I was able to get one pair, which was the get the shoe. And I wore them to the other day. It's like
The
an Air Max.
fives? The fives, the ones,
The
or
five is fire. Yeah, the fives are fire. The ones are fire. All of them. I love all of them. I love
mhm,
the because once again, that's a shoe that stands out. Like
mhm,
it's deconstructed. You did it differently. You made it seem like it's damaged. And you got the iconic tag that's on it that I leave on my shoe too.
mhm,
Like it's a beautiful shoe. It's just beautiful colors. That's not traditional colors.
mhm.
It stands out. I mean, you have your blacks, but you have the sail. You got the a little pop of orange, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
So they stand out. So I love Virgil. I love this collab.
Okay. All right. Cool. Cool. Most comfortable sneaker you've ever owned?
Yeezys.
The Boost?
The Boost, excuse me, yeah, Boost,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. The biggest sneaker L of all time. So this is a sneaker that you
Oh wow,
wanted and you were never able to get it.
brother, you don't know how.
I feel the story coming up.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
so as I mentioned, in these days, you get the apps, right? You get the apps,
Hmm.
or you have the like Nike, you have to enter some my raffle, whatever. Right? So I would get on the app, and this is before the sneakers app was even public. I don't know if you remember that time. The sneakers app was not what it is today.
I never used a
Where
sneakers app, bro.
we never used it.
Never. I mean, I've been on the sneakers site. I don't know if I ever used a sneakers app. All I seen was people taking L's. I'm like, bro, I'm not built for that type of letdown. So I'm not even gonna play myself. You know what I'm saying?
I want you to imagine a time. Imagine a time if you use the app and you were guaranteed a win.
Mm,
That's what the sneakers app was when it first came out. So this 2014, 2015, no, 2014, yes.
mhm.
Because you had to get an invitation to even have access to the app.
Oh
So
man.
it was literally not even a lot of people on there. It was like someone had to invite you
Hmm.
and you have to be granted access. And when I say I used to hit, the sneaker could come out at 10 o'clock this morning.
Hmm.
You could go at 10 o'clock at night and still get the sneaker. Doesn't matter what it was, what price
Nice,
range,
man.
how challenging it was,
The
nothing.
good old days.
But the good old days, now that it's open, because Nike was like, oh, I can make money,
Yeah.
everyone's on it. Fine, more competition. But every sneaker that I've lost on that app, I always take a picture of it and show you did not win or whatever. So,
Hmm.
but the biggest
Oh man.
L, sheesh, I think any of them is the biggest L. Any sneaker you want and you can't
Hmm.
get
Yeah.
is a loss because you want it.
Yeah.
And
1,000%.
let's say if you saved the money for it, so you was prepared. All right, it's
Hmm.
120 tax, probably like 140, 145. I got 150 in my account. I'm for
Hmm.
the sneakers. And you don't get it, like you tight. And then you see everybody with it next week.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, most of us don't save the money though, bro. We just
yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
we buy it, and we owe rent. That's it. We just we not saving nobody, man.
That's
We
a
said to
fact.
ourselves like, yo, I'm gonna
I'm
save up my
getting that.
money, but
Right.
then three sneakers come out, and you like, wait, I only saved for one. Swipe your
Yeah.
credit card bill come back. You always like this, like, yo, why the joint so high? And you be like, yo, it's so wild, bro. You sit there looking at the credit card like they did something wrong, like Foot Locker.
Right.
Yo, the box is right there. You just told your lady, like, before if I spend anything over $75, we're gonna have a discussion. And then you get all these boxes coming to the house. She like, what's that? I don't know. I
What
didn't
is
open
that?
that. I don't let me
Right.
open the box. I don't know. And then you wait till you go
But
to work.
then but then Nike messed up by putting the tape on the box.
Oh
Oh my
God.
God.
Oh
Why they did
God.
that?
Oh God,
When they
man,
did
this is
that, people not besides you getting in trouble at home,
yep.
if they leave the box outside your crib, somebody go steal it
Oh,
because they know
bruh.
something's in there. Come on,
Bruh,
let's
I
talk
had
about
to
it.
be like, my sister probably ordered something, send it to my house. I mean, which one me tell
Yeah,
you? I don't know until I open it, and then you got to open it when they're not there, and put it
yeah,
away,
and
throw the
hide it.
box down the
Yeah,
hall. Oh man, this is
the
I'm getting in trouble
strategy,
when they hear this joint. But
right, right.
um, but is there any specific sneaker that you could think of that you was like, dang, I got an L on this joint?
I can't remember, man. Honestly, I can't remember. This I'm
Damn.
gonna give you here's a perfect story. This is 25, 2021. I want to say 20, yeah, 2020, no, 2020. I was on a run. I'm
Hmm.
talking about every weekend, every sneaker on the app, copying, getting.
Hmm.
And then it was the Air Max ones. They had the duck. What's it called again? The
Oregon.
Not the Oregon. Oh my God. They have like a orange color, a green one. They had like three of them coming out. It's
Hmm.
like a military pattern on it. I forgot what it's called.
Hmm.
And I was like, I never owned any Air Max ones. So I was like, I want to get these. These are fire. For some reason, I don't know. I was a little bit late on the app. And when I say I was hitting prior, I mean 7 weeks straight.
Hmm.
This copper sneakers
That's a
winning.
good feeling, man.
That's a great feeling. I'm on a streak. This is
Yeah,
rare, especially for
yeah.
the app. And in that one moment, I think I was late. I missed that one pair. The next week I missed it. I've been losing ever since. I was like, yo, I just look at I don't even try anymore. I just look at the app. I say, okay, that's fire. I'm gonna leave it alone.
Yeah, bro. I had some sneakers. I had to like buy all the sneakers I wanted, and then when it got to the cart, I just close it out.
Yeah.
But I had my moment. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it,
And that hurts. That
it
hurts. That
it hurt.
hurts.
It hurt for a minute. I'm always okay with seeing the money still in my account.
I got you.
So, but it was moments where I'm like, oh man,
Yeah.
this is painful.
Right.
All right, cool. If you had a Mount Rushmore of sneakers, what's the four sneakers on your Mount Rushmore?
Well, that's cool. Okay, let's try to make this good. And now this is just like specific colorways as well, or is this
Whatever sneaker. It could be
all right?
one, four Jordan ones if you want it.
Okay, no particular order, but I
Hmm.
definitely want to say Red October. Red October is like
Ooh,
my grail. Like I really want those. I'll pay whatever that thing costs. I'll buy that. Red
the
October.
Yeezy joints.
Yeah, so this is where Nike, his first collab with Nike.
Okay.
All red, the ones, right? I'll get the red ones. Next is the Back to the Future sneakers, what they call again? The mags, Air
Oh yeah,
Mags.
Air Max. Hmm.
Oh man, I want those too. So beautiful, so iconic,
Hmm.
so powerful, and also with a great cause. Obviously, they had a great
Right.
cause. So those two. A bread one, because I don't have that
Okay.
at all. Preferably something more towards the beginning of time versus anything retro.
Hmm.
And then finally, I would say an uptown.
White or
The whole
black?
white. Yeah, we ain't
Okay,
going
never black.
never black. I'm not on that type of time, yo. I'm never black. Never black. We gonna do the white, give it in God's hands, you know what I'm saying? And I say that because I've only owned a pair of Uptowns once in my entire life. I don't buy them quite frequently. I'm not like an Uptown fan for real, for real.
Yeah.
But for the sake of New York culture, matter of fact, let me specify. Let me take that back one. I think the New York Liberty pair. Do you remember those, brother? These are
Yep.
Uptowns.
Okay.
I believe it was all white, but when you step into the sun,
Hmm.
it has a copper and green color that comes out based on the heat.
About to check
Those
them out
was,
right now.
oh my God, they fire. Look, see if you can find a video and see it in action. Those are tough, tough. So I rather actually specify that particular colorway, because of how fire it was. It wasn't just an original plain white.
Oh
These are
yeah, I see.
Uptown.
I see. I see.
Yeah,
I
tough.
see.
Yeah,
Oh
tough.
man, those are
And I
pretty.
had
I
the
just hate
sneakers.
white soles. I hate white soles, bro.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
something about them. Like you step on gum one time and you're done.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
And
That's it.
then there's
But yeah,
something about
take care of them. You know,
bro. It's New York City. Like
it is hard. Yeah,
you know, or you could just be stepping off a curb, and
that's
then
true.
it's something about the ups where they got all the little creases on the side of it. So
Oh my
it's
God.
like, bro,
Yeah.
it's just a magnet for picking stuff up. So
Right. Right. You're right. That's valid. That's valid.
oh man, it's just I did like you familiar with Cool Kai?
I sound familiar.
Well during the pandemic for sure. He took the Jordan ones and he put a spin on it,
Right.
until Nike you know got a hold of him, but
Oh yes, yes. Okay, what was his logo? What's the not the
like a
what's the
thunderbolt,
symbol?
like a
Yeah,
thunderbolt.
Thanos. Yeah. I
So
saw
he
that. That
came
shit
out
was
with
fire.
yeah, he came out with like a Statue of Liberty joint where it was like had the green copper, but it would like peel off into the copper. It was like the
That's
green
fire.
joint that would peel off into the copper, or vice versa, something like that.
Yeah,
But man, them joints were special, bro.
that's tough. I'm gonna look
Them
those
joints
up.
are
Yeah, that's
special.
tough.
But Nike
That's
probably
tough.
was like, "Oh yeah, keep making them colorways. We're gonna take it from
Right.
you, and
That's what
then
they
we're
do.
gonna."
It's
You know what I'm
crazy.
saying? They like, yo, they just keep making them sneakers. We love them, but
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
We need that money. Right.
Exactly. What do you believe, in your opinion, is your biggest sneaker flop of all time? And what I mean by that is there's a sneaker everybody loves, but you cannot stand
Okay.
it.
That's a good question. And there is one knock. It just escapes my mind. I was thinking that everyone knows that I hate. Is it A6 now? A6 that the kids are wearing?
Oh, don't do that to them. Don't do that to
I'm going to do that to them because what are
them.
you doing? Like you said, you envision your parents, your grandparents wearing
Yeah,
them. Matter of fact, they didn't even wear them because nobody was wearing them.
yeah.
But now y'all rocking these, or even like these big luxury sneakers. What brands are these? Like Louis Vuitton and stuff like that. These big
Mm,
bulky sneakers.
yeah,
Like
Balenciagas and
y'all
stuff.
paying Balenciaga and stuff like that. Like, let's be honest. Like, it doesn't look good, and
Mm,
y'all wearing it because of the name or because of how much it costs. And I'm against that. I'm against something that actually that we know realistically is fire.
hmm.
Like
Right.
that. Everyone, the consensus is, and not saying I want people's opinion, but just saying like, no, this is a fire sneaker. Like this actually
Hmm.
looks good.
Yeah.
Like for example, I could wear. You see me in church. I wear a suit with a Yeezy. I wear a suit with a Jordan 1, with a
Hmm.
7, with a
Yeah.
11. It works. I can't wear a lot of stuff with those sneakers,
Yeah.
and even I
A6.
don't want to wear
Yeah.
them.
A6 is a tough
So
sneaker because there's so much potential there, but there's so much going on the sides that you really got to play it properly.
yeah,
Like there's so many lines that do this. I was talking about this
yeah,
with my bros on one of the episodes, and I was like, A6 is a sneaker where if you if you have somebody who knows what they're doing, they can make a fire sneaker. Like you have people
right.
like I think there's a company called Brain Dead or something like that, and they
Okay,
make dope collabs,
yeah,
right? But then when you have the regular designers there, it just be like a white sneaker with silver lines, or
right,
you know what I'm saying, or red lines,
right,
and that may hit on a Nike, that may hit on a
yeah,
Saucony, it may hit on the three stripes, but sometimes
right.
Asics just don't hit with it.
That's true. Yeah,
And then
and that's a
Asics,
valid point.
yeah,
My fault. Sorry.
no, go ahead.
I would say that's a valid point. The designer, like you see
Hmm.
some of these companies that's winning, Nike, for example, Adidas, for example, it's the designers they have
Hmm.
who are so innovative and they understand the culture, they understand the design, the
Yeah.
appeal, how people are wearing these sneakers, and they make
Hmm.
it work in that fashion. And that plays to a point of the victory of some of these companies, like or their losses. Like you
Yeah.
guys don't have the right designers, and unfortunately, and just you gotta dabble, do something different, yes. But when you're trying to come up, you gotta kind of stay low a little bit,
Yeah.
kind of play the field, and then once you got your name up there, people will kind of like automatically just copy your stuff because it's ASICs. It's ASICs. I got but right now, don't experiment at the beginning. Like it hurts you guys. It hurts them.
Yeah. You know what Asics is an interesting company because a lot of people were on them for running for a
Yes.
large period of time, right?
Yeah.
So you have people who swear by them in the running community, but then you go lifestyle a little bit, and you had I want to say this, the name of the sneakers, the Anosuku Tigers or something like that.
Okay.
There was a certain sneaker that was super popular for Asics. In that era, that was a sneaker. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It was limited. Like everybody didn't have that sneaker, right? But now, like you said, when we come back, like New Balance brought their stuff back, and Asics brought their stuff back, and it's like they don't hit the same.
They don't. Yeah.
You know, Asics is. I mean, like I said, Asics is a dope sneaker for you know a lady who just want to go out to brunch. You know,
Right.
sundress,
Right.
throw some sneakers on. That may work for them. But across the board, I
Yeah.
don't know, man.
The challenge. Yeah, that's the challenge, and hopefully
Yeah,
they figure it out. Because, like you said, I mean, and I think it's cool. Like let's say that because when we thinking about sneakers, my responses have always been about, okay, what generation are we talking about? Because
yeah,
obviously we've been through our time. Now it's a new kid's time. But this is their thing. Because for
mhm,
us, we saying like a foam posite was fired. People probably like, what is that? That shoe is heavy, it's bulky, it's big. How
yeah,
you guys like those sneakers with jeans? And so I could kind of double back and say, shout out to Asics now, because now you have an imprint with the younger generation,
Hmm.
and they're taking this to another level, and it may improve, maybe design wise or the company. So I take my hat off to them. Actually, I still don't like the sneaker, but
Hmm. Yeah.
I cheers y'all for somehow. And I don't even know how you guys even found, like, how they even became popular. I don't even know how that happened.
I
But
want to say, don't quote me on this, but I want to say that they had some Asics in Walmart, and they started it was a certain price point, and it started trending. Um, so I want to say that that helped. Let me see. Yeah, no. Maybe it wasn't Asics. It may be Avias. Um, no, they did have Asics in Walmart. There was some Asics in Walmart, too, as well. And like you said, the introduction. Everybody had to reintroduce themselves every few years to a new audience who didn't know about them before. So
right,
right now, for me, I wouldn't mind wearing a pair of Asics. It just wouldn't be the first thing I run into when I get
right,
my
right,
money,
right,
right?
right.
And if the comfort level is there, they got a shot.
Yeah,
'Cause I've seen some people who, you know, they put together a pretty poor sneaker and for a lot of money and they get paid for it. So
that's a fact. Yeah,
so it all depends on the hype sometimes, the trends and all the other
right. That's
stuff.
true.
So shout out to Asics, man. Like you said, I wouldn't be the first sneaker I run to, but I've had a pair of Asics and they were super comfortable. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
The gel technology in them joints is super dope. But
and
I it's picky.
yeah, I agree with you. As I'm getting older, like, I'm seeing that comfort is important.
Oh yeah.
Walking around with my daughter, going to the park now. I'm not wearing my 5 sneakers to the park.
Hmm.
I'll throw in a pair of Asics. I don't care. I'll throw those on. They're comfortable. I can run. I can bend the shoes. I don't care. Like,
Yeah.
so that's a valid point. Like, and that's how even my shopping for sneakers as I've gotten older has,
Hmm.
in a sense, transitioned, which is why I kind of wear Yeezys more often than
Yeah.
the other sneakers, because
Hmm.
it's so comfortable. Like, I could really just walk freely, without caring about creasing my sneakers and stuff like that. So that does play a valid point as far as like Asics is concerned. Like, I would cop that for that point specifically,
Yeah,
comfort.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. Is if I can just get a sneaker that I can wear every day, like for me, no matter how many sneakers I get, my wife is like, you always wear your Crocs, like your
Yeah,
Salehi
yeah,
Crocs. I'm like,
yeah.
bro,
Be
I can
comfortable.
slip them joints on. I ain't got to lace them
Yeah,
joints.
right.
I could just move how I want to move in them
That's
joints.
it.
Like,
Yep,
you
exactly.
know. So, last question, right?
Yeah.
Ain't no a pair of sneakers that you discarded because either your foot got too big, you outgrew them, or you just didn't want them anymore, but now you want them back. What's a pair of sneakers that you
Mm.
want back now that you got rid of before?
All right. I think I have two pairs, right?
Mm,
The story behind the first one is a pair of five. I forgot the colorway. I mean, the name of it, but it was like I think olives. They're called olives. They're
mhm,
olive green with a little bit of orange.
mhm.
I bought those sneakers. I never really wore them. It's hard to kind of match that, make a fit with that.
Yeah, fatigues all
But I
day.
had, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not a person that has a lot of green in my closet. So,
Uh,
but I had a colleague who had a pair of Laney fives, but they were trash. Like, he wore them to the ground. And I'm like, yo, what size you wear? Yo, size 10. I said, okay, I got something for you, all right? 'Cause I felt bad. I felt bad. I
mhm,
don't want to judge him, but I felt bad. I know he's
yeah.
young, he didn't have money like that, whatever. So I brought him those sneakers, gave it to him. I don't know what he did with them. Hopefully he wore them, took care of
Mhm.
them, right? That's one pair. The second pair is I had when I copped the what they call it again? Oh my god, it just hit me. The blue and black one. What they call it again? Boy, what they call it? But you know what I'm talking about, blue and black
Got me.
ones.
Yeah, yeah.
I had like two pairs, no, three pairs of them. Three pairs of them. I
Mhm,
think I sold one and I kept two. But my brother-in-law, when him and my sister had their child, I gifted him a pair with the same size. I
mhm,
gifted him a pair of those. And I don't see him often, but every time I see him, I've never seen him wear the sneakers. So I'm like, what did you do with them? You know what I'm saying? Like, what did you do? They for you to wear. You know what I'm saying? You're a sneakerhead too. Like, they for you to wear. So I've never seen him wear them. And my current pair ain't in the best condition. And I
mhm.
only have one now, and I use
Switch them
them a
out.
lot.
Switch them out, bro. Next time you see them, switch them
I
joints
need,
back out.
yeah. That was years ago though. I don't know if he has them, but those are sneakers that, in a sense, I don't. Well, I actually have two more. I'm adding to that. I don't regret, giving it to the people because
Mhm,
obviously it's a gift, and it's kind of to my heart, sneakerhead to sneakerhead, whatever. but I would like them in my collection. I would like them back in my collection.
Yeah, yeah.
I had two more pairs. One was the Aqua Eights and I think the Playoff Eights.
Mm-hmm.
I won't lie, they were a little bit cooked.
Mm-hmm.
But my stepmother wanted to donate some sneakers to people in Haiti.
Mm-hmm.
So she asked me if obviously, you have sneakers? I say, yeah. So I gave her those. But even though they were cooked, those are the only eights I had. I never
Mm-hmm.
had any retros.
Yeah.
And once again, significant value. Like to me, I had them since I was younger,
Mm-hmm.
starting off as a sneakerhead. Um, and even if the sneakers are messed up, I like to still look at them and say, wow, I remember I had those, like I may not wear them again, but it's just
Yeah.
history. Like I had these, I was able to purchase these sneakers, and,
Yeah.
and have them in my collection. And so those four sneakers would be the ones that I would want to kind of get back.
Yeah, that's nice of you, man. If I don't see you wear the sneakers I gave you, bro,
I mean, it's a problem. Don't forgive
it's
me,
just
right?
listen, or you'll give them back. If they're gonna sit in your closet, let them sit in mine. You see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you got a better heart than I do, bro. I'm just like, hey, bro, just checking in on you. How's those sneakers?
You're like, it's been 2 years. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I mean, come on, like, no, I ain't wearing them yet. What do you mean yet, bro? It's been like
Yo,
if you was gonna let them sit, like they could be a museum in my crib. You know what I'm saying?
that's
Like,
it. Facts, facts,
so
facts.
listen, that's nice of you, bro. But listen, I appreciate you for rocking out with
My
the
pleasure, my
Familia,
pleasure.
man.
Yes, yes.
Shout out. So if anybody wanted to get in contact with you, based on some of the things that you're doing, cycling, stuff like that, where could they find you at?
Mainly on Instagram. Well, actually, two things. Instagram. My handle is ASHLEYGUILLAUME. Or if you search me by $H, I'll come up. I'm on Instagram. I'm trying to redo my page to focus on cycling, to focus on
Mhm,
God, and also cars,
mhm,
and sneakers here and there as well. I'm trying to rebrand myself with that. I do have a sneaker cleaning business
mhm,
that I quit to when my daughter was born.
mhm,
I don't bring it back unless it's like a real big favor for a friend.
mhm,
But the page is called Dead Stock Cleaning.
mhm,
If it's just for entertainment, just want to see how sneakers are transformed from such a bad condition to a great condition, you can check it out there. And then I also have a YouTube page called The Adventures of Ash, which I'm also trying to transition into my lifestyle now with God, with cycling. My car is gone, so I don't have the car anymore.
mhm.
So I'm rebranding all those things, but that's where you can find me. Yeah.
Beautiful. Now, question: do you just clean sneakers or you restore them?
So mainly cleaning.
Okay.
Restoration does take a bit of time, and
Hmm.
with a whole child, I don't have time.
I
So
understand. Get it.
I can't get into that. I would love to, honestly, because I think that's where like you could really like transform something, like bring a sneaker back to life. I would love
Hmm.
to do that, but it's just very time consuming. I don't have the time for that.
No,
But
I understand.
the desktop cleaning, the shoe cleaning business, once again, it is officially closed. Like I don't think I have plans on opening it back up
Hmm.
because that also is very time consuming. And I just feel like the market it's still not there yet for people who want
Hmm.
to clean their sneakers. However, if someone needs a really big favor, if you like my people, they hit me up. I got them. You know what I'm saying? But at least for people to see what's been done, what's possible,
Hmm.
you could look at the page. Yeah.
Listen, man, appreciate you for rocking out with us. Listen,
My pleasure.
appreciate the family for rocking out
Yes.
with us. Once again, it's the Kick Live Familiar podcast with your favorite primo, Coach Fernz, and we out.
Out. Peace.